All right, first we're going to Canada and we'll talk with Kathy. Hi, Kathy. What do you got for us tonight?
Hi, Dr. Farley. I kind of got a scary diagnosis actually today, and I wondered if you would talk about what happens when Christians die.
Okay, all right. Well, Kathy, thank you for trusting us with that. I'm sorry to hear about that diagnosis, but the fear of death is certainly a common peril that we all find ourselves in at one time or another. And as far as what happens to a believer, well, the pain, the physical pain of death is there for any human, but what's unique about us is that we actually never die. We don't die because it's more like falling asleep. And when we fall asleep, we awaken to the sound of the trumpet. We're in the presence of God. Absent from the body is present with the Lord. And we get that new resurrection body. And what's so amazing about that is that the outside then matches the inside. We have a new resurrection body that matches our beautiful resurrection heart. And you've already got that resurrection heart. So I get it that, when you get a diagnosis and maybe they're limiting your time on the planet, it can be very stressful, very difficult. You have a lot to process there. But there is this beautiful reality. It's an eternal perspective that this life, whether it's 70, 80, 90 years on this planet or less, whatever it is, it's just going to become a paragraph. It's going to be a paragraph in our existence. And we'll be able to talk about our time on earth, but to live eternally with Christ is a very present reality. So I just want to encourage you because you know what? Eternal life is legit. Eternal life is authentic. And we need to know that eternal life begins right now. John chapter 11, Jesus says, I'm the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live even though they die. And whoever lives by believing in me will never die. That's John 11. Now, how about 2 Corinthians 5, which I alluded to earlier? It says, therefore we are always confident, and we know that as long as we are at home in the body, we are away from the Lord, for we live by faith, not by sight. We are confident, I say, and would prefer to be away from the body and at home with the Lord. Isn't that interesting, Paul's words? He actually says that we would prefer. So I think that's pretty interesting wording there. We would prefer to be away from the body. So Paul is looking forward. He's looking forward to death because death just means face-to-face life with Jesus. And, in Philippians 1, he says, for me to live is Christ, and to die is gain. He says, I don't know which to choose. I'm torn between life and death. I desire to depart and be with Christ, which is better by far. That's Philippians 1. So isn't that interesting? Most people spend a good portion of their lives being afraid to die, and yet Paul has this very curious perspective that he's sharing with us. And it's a willingness. It's a willingness to go through what we call physical death because really we never die. All we do is fall asleep and then wake up again. So those are a few passages that I think remind us of this reality. John 11, where Jesus says, whoever believes in me will never die. Then 2 Corinthians 5, absent from the body is present with the Lord. Then Philippians 1, where Paul says he's torn and he can't decide because being with Christ is better by far. So those are some pretty powerful passages. I'll finish with 1 John 5. It says, this is the testimony. God has given us eternal life, and this life is in his Son. Whoever has the Son has life. Whoever does not have the Son of God does not have life. I write you these things who believe in the name of the Son of God, so that you may know that you have eternal life. So what incredible reassurance there, to just know beyond a shadow of a doubt, to know that that is exactly what Jesus promised, it's what Jesus gave us, and that eternal life begins right now. So, Kathy, I'll put you back on and see if you have any further questions or if that helps.
Pastor Harley, I can't tell you how much that helps. You are just amazing, and I hope God blesses you, and I got to send you guys some cash. So great. Thank you so very much, Dr. Farley.
Oh, well, Kathy, thank you for your encouraging words. I'm glad that you're connected with us there in Canada, and appreciate your support. But most of all, I just want you to know that as you go through this, you may have more questions. You may have more to share in the future. We want to hear from you again. So call us back anytime. Great to hear from you.